Hello guys, welcome back. This is Jewel Talk Show, and we'll be talking about so many things: education, travel vlog, marriage, and music-wise. So today, basically, we'll be discussing about relationship, and I'm here with my guest. Thank you so much for coming. Can you tell us your name?
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. My name is Eric Makwinja. That's my name.
All right, it sounds like a Malawian name.
Yes, I'm in Malawi.
Where exactly from Malawi?
Blantyre, bro.
Blantyre. Oh, all right, cool.
Sure.
So welcome, Eric, and my audience is glad they are glad to have you.
Thank you so much.
As you all know, today we'll be talking about relationship
Mm.
and a lot of things deep, going deep inside it. So I'd like to ask, have you ever been in a relationship before?
Yes, I've been in a relationship
Okay.
before.
So can you tell us what made you like why do you decide to be in a relationship? Your first relationship?
Well, if it's about the first relationship,
Yeah.
I actually went into the first relationship because of, I think, peer pressure. I can call it that because then it was at school.
Okay.
So, you know that feeling where your friends are busy having girls or that and you don't have any. So they actually come to you and they can force you into that. So that's how my first relationship was like.
Oh, okay, awesome. So, let me just say, uh, comparing your first ever relationship
Mm.
and your second relationship, what are the differences? Did you find anything different in terms of maturity, in terms of growth, in terms of character in both genders?
Yes, actually, there are a lot of things that I can tell right now. When it comes to the first relationship, I think it was more excitement. I think it was just that relationship where it was like a trying thing,
Yeah.
where it was my first thing to do. So I went into it, but the excitement was huge. I can call it romantic attraction or that. It was really huge. So coming to the second relationship, it was more. It came with so much maturity. I can call it stability
Yeah.
because it was second now. In the first place, it was like more a training ground. So after then, getting into this second one,
Yeah.
I went there with reasoning. I think I can call it that.
Full maturity.
Full maturity.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, thank you so much for your few answers. And guys, before we continue, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Share the like and everything. Make sure a lot of people have to get this message because it's gonna be helpful to you. And so, Mr. Eric, back to our business. So, I want to ask, what do you think that makes ladies to cheat in a relationship? Not just ladies, but it applies to both genders. We guys, like, what do you think that makes people in general cheat and get cheated?
Okay, I think there are several factors that can actually push people into
Okay,
cheating. So the first thing I'll talk about lack of fulfillment.
lack of women.
Yes, lack of fulfillment. This is coming where like when you get into the relationship, when you are in relationship, when people are in a relationship,
Yeah,
and all the things that they were thinking that they would get in the relationship. So when they're not getting when they're getting they are not getting those things, they actually think of going into a cheating thing.
yeah,
Second thing I'll talk about opportunity in some cases,
okay,
whereby in nowadays you can get ladies they can go somewhere, maybe they want to be employed or they need some business opportunities, so they'll be told, you know something, if you want to be given this position I can give you unless I sleep with you. You
wow,
understand, there are some
that is so bad.
situations in life like where I think it's very common in ladies, not in men, because ladies when they go somewhere or maybe they want to be promoted at work
Yeah,
or maybe they want to have that access of business or what they are told always that, you know something, if you want to be given this position you have to sleep with me,
with
so
the
they
boss.
end up, yeah, they end up cheating. Yeah, and another thing I also talk about dating the second option. Dating second option, this is where by, okay, I'll just tell in this way that everyone has qualities
Okay.
of a guy, of a girl, or a man that they deserve or that they want or
Yeah, yeah,
admire
yeah,
in
yeah,
life.
yeah. That's
I
very
have my
true.
own qualities, and you also have your own one,
Quality.
your qualities of a woman that you want to date or to have. for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So it happens that when you actually get someone who is not meeting your standard, who is not having
The
the
qualities which you
quality
wanted.
that you wanted, you end up sometimes leaving him or leaving her and going to someone new. Same applies to ladies; they can also actually do the same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think it actually most triggers when you see someone you think that maybe some has some qualities that you want. You start thinking that I think this is the one, not the one that I'm having right now. So you can end up going into that person. So I think that's another thing which can cause actually cheating. Yeah. So I think I'll just talk about those things. Yeah.
Oh wow. And that is true. When you talk about people being cheated just because they want to get promotion, I
Yes,
think it happens most times
it really.
because I've heard a couple of stories even from my friends how their boss wants to sleep with the wife just because she wanted to be promoted or she wants to be employed. I
Yes.
mean, that is so bad. I don't know how. I think in our next podcast we'll talk about ways which we can 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 live or can be free from those challenges because it happens.
Yeah, it
I
really
mean,
happens.
it's
Yeah.
real. People are really desperate looking for a job, or
Yes.
some people, even though they are working, they still need to be promoted. In fact, they deserve to be promoted. But then, why do you need to sleep with her or to sleep with him just for you to promote him or her? Which is not good.
It's real bad.
It's very, very bad. So
Very.
in our next podcast, we'll talk about that. So,
Okay.
my guys, I hope you're paying attention to this because this message is very, very clear and it's very true. And I want you guys to take it very serious and make sure you subscribe to my channel. And the next question is, what is the best solution to avoid cheating? Like, what do you think we can do, those of us in relationship,
Yes.
to avoid cheating or to avoid being cheated on? Do you think finance can be a problem of solving such things?
Finance.
Yeah, finance.
Um, I think the best way that I think that we can do as youth or even married people, we can talk about that. I think when it comes to relationship is not all about having funny or doing all the things that you actually do in the
Mm,
relationship.
yeah,
Relationship is about commitment.
yeah.
Commitment is the first thing which is very, very needed, which is very helpful
Wow,
in as far
commitment.
as relationship is concerned.
Yeah, very
You have
true.
to you have to be committed to your partner. It's very important. It's
Yes, yes,
very
yes.
because once you are committed, I think you can't even think of cheating because you are committed to the person.
You are dating.
Second thing is being satisfied with the person that you have. Um,
Certification
you must have always a reason. You must have even always a purpose for dating.
for dating. Yeah,
Yes, you
that's
must
true.
have a reason for. You don't just need to get into that without having anything in your mind, but you
True.
must always have a reason, a purpose for dating. So always keep that reason in mind. Keep that reason in mind. That reason should be always reminding you about the person that you are with, because cheating is very bad. Cheating is not good. Cheating is very bad because cheating comes with
A lot
uh,
of
a
issues, a
lot
lot
of
of heartbreak and all
issues,
that.
heartbreaks. It comes with the pain. That's heartbreak. So cheating is not good. It's very bad. At least you have to avoid cheating. Sometimes it's not about the person that you are cheating on, but sometimes it's also about you. Your value matters a lot. You must have a value. You must
Value.
have self-love. It's very important. Know and understand always that you have a diamond in you. Understand that you have gold inside you, that you deserve something better. You don't need to be cheap. There's a word which people say that, cheap products always attract a lot of what? A lot of
A lot
buyers.
of money.
So
That's
you don't
true.
need to be cheap. Don't just go out there, sleep with a lot of people out there. Make sure you value yourself.
Yourself and your
Yeah.
partner.
Yes, and the partner that you have, because it's a matter of protecting. It's a matter of being protective.
Yeah.
You're protecting yourself in the same sport. You're also protecting your friend. You're
Yeah,
protecting
that's
your
true.
partner. Yeah, it's very important because when your partner realizes that you are cheating on
Cheating.
him or on her, actually this might cause a lot of pain inside her, heartbreak, all that. So it's very important to be protective. Protect the one you are dating and protect yourself as well.
Wow.
Because I just want to also to add about the now the world is wicked. We have a lot of problems in this world. We have diseases, all that. So sometimes you might be a victim of that because you want to try
Yeah, things like
something.
HIV and STI and all that.
HIV is there, STIs are there as well. So whenever before you do that, also understand that you have people who are relying on you. You have your parents, you have your brothers, all that. They are
Wow,
there
wow, wow.
because they see potential in you. So don't put yourself into that. Don't turn yourself into a victim of something like that. Yeah.
Wow, wow.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. This point was very, very important and they are vital points. I like the first one you said about commitment.
Yes.
A lot of us these days we don't commit to a relationship.
Yeah.
Well, we say, "Oh, me and this guy we have been dating. I don't love him again." I mean, if you don't love him again, it's not a good reason for you to leave.
Yes.
If you are leaving, that means you are not committed because relationship is sacrifice,
That's true.
and both parties has to sacrifice. There was something my pastor was saying today concerning marriage.
Yeah.
He said that the world now we easily get divorced from marriage just because of what the constitution said
Yeah.
and not what the Bible said.
Yeah.
You see, if we want to get divorced, first of all, we should look into the Bible. What does the Bible say?
Yeah.
It's not don't just because marriage is a covenant and you are not
It
making a
is.
covenant with the government. It's a
Yes.
covenant which you made with God.
That's true.
Understand? So don't say after the covenant now I have to divorce based on the constitution of what the government says. No,
That's true.
that is wrong. So we need to understand that marriage and relationship, these things are commitment and they are sacrifice. We need to sacrifice, and that will help build a long and lasting marriage and relationship.
Yes.
So guys, I'm super excited because this is a very very important point which we need to know. And the next question, Eric.
Yeah.
Now coming to heartbreak, uh, why do people commit suicide? Like why do people commit suicide when they have been heartbroken? Because if you watch, like me, I like reading news. You see so many graduates out there, highly intelligent people, they end up committing suicide because one person has broken up or one
Yes.
person have like why do they commit suicide? And what is the best solution for us to avoid people or like what can you explain to the audience for them to ignore them for them to avoid suicide and all that.
All right. When it comes to the suicide thing, first thing we have to understand the trauma is something bigger than what we think. It's very, very big
Mm.
than what we think. Um, of course, because of heartbreak can come with a lot of problems, and one of which is depression.
Mm.
So when you are depressed, I think it's very important. It's a high time where you have to understand that you are big than your fears.
Mm.
Um, Relationship may be challenging, and heartbreak may be challenging as well.
Mm.
So when you experience heartbreak, first thing you have to understand that if there is someone who deserves love in this world is you.
Wow, wow, that's a good point.
Yes, it is. You have to understand that if there is someone who actually needs love and someone who needs to be loved more is you. Now, you have to understand that you cannot give what you don't have. We always give what we have. You understand?
Yeah,
If you need something from me, I'll give you because I have that.
yeah.
But if I don't have, I cannot give you. So
Mhm.
when it comes to love, same applies to love world, whereby I have to first love myself before loving any person out there. Because if I have love, then I can love
Yeah,
also.
if you
Yeah,
can extend the same love.
yes, I'll take you a bit in the scripture. When it comes to the scripture, the Bible tells us that love your neighbor
As you love
as you
yourself.
love
That is a
yourself.
great point, guys.
Yes,
That is
which
really a great
means
point.
that first thing you have to love yourself and then go to your neighbor, then love your person as well, love other people. So first thing you have to understand, self-love is very important. You have to value yourself. You have to love yourself. And when you do that, that helps to depress a bit the pain
Yeah, to
of
reduce the pain of
the
heartbreak
pain of heartbreak.
and the thought of suicide.
Yes. So when it does that, you actually see yourself going.
Wow,
Sure.
wow, that's a very good point. And actually, I have faced heartbreak before, and mine was bad because I was so committed.
Yeah.
I think I wasn't loving myself. I was loving this person more than I myself,
Yes.
and it really affected me. in my examinations, I mean, it really affected me. That's why these days I've got my instrument, my keyboard, my bass guitar, and my lead guitar because I always tell people, as human beings, make sure you have something that makes you happy whenever you feel depressed. It can be a musical instrument, it can be a golf, a tennis,
That's
a
true.
football.
That's true. Let me
You
cut
see?
to it a bit. I just also want to add on something. I just want to say that there are some people in this world, no matter how you can try, no matter how good you can try to be to them, they'll never appreciate that. They cannot
That's true.
appreciate
That's
that
true.
simply because they are not meant to be with you.
Yeah.
They were never meant to be with you. There are some people in this world that they were just born wicked. No matter
Wicked.
how try you can, no matter how good you can be, still more, they will find ways to leave you. They will find ways to cause heartbreak in you. So the best thing you can do is love yourself more than you love other people. It's very important.
Very, very important.
Don't love a person so much than yourself, because at the
True.
end you get
Because people have motives of loving, of being in a
too.
relationship. It's not really because of the love, but because of some material things, can be
Yes,
a lot of things. Just like
that's true, man.
Ahab and Jezebel. Though I'm not going into details, but then you see, Jezebel was a witch, a very big witch, my friend.
Yes,
Well, I'll talk to you about it next time. And Eric, have you been heartbroken before?
yes.
Can you please share a bit?
All right. I was once heartbroken.
Okay.
I think I'll call this. Uh, okay, I'll talk about the first love that I had. I
Wow.
think I actually cheated with the person. I did. I'm
Wow.
also a victim of cheating because I once did that before.
Wow. 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 Wow.
So I really felt bad because I was in love with the person that I had cheated on. I
Wow.
loved her so much. I was in love with her. Then you see this immature ways. I went to someone while I was still with this one. So when she found out, she
Yeah.
actually said it's over, and
Oh,
it was
wow. Too
really
bad. Too
painful
bad.
moments that I
Too
once
bad.
faced in my life. Yeah.
So, guys, you don't need to cheat, all right? Don't cheat on your
Don't need
partner,
to.
all right? Respect your partner, love your partner, and one more thing, subscribe to my channel. And going to our second to the last question,
Yeah.
from your own point of view, what are the necessary steps? What advice can you give the audience before getting into a relationship? What are the steps? What are the protocols or the procedures? Like, what do you really want before you get into a relationship?
Okay, first thing, it's a purpose. As I always said,
Purpose, number
that you must
one.
have a purpose. You must understand why you are getting into a relationship.
Yeah, true.
Always have a reason for doing that.
Yeah,
Don't just get there because your friends are getting into a relationship, and don't just get there because you think you need. But you must always have a purpose.
yeah.
It's not enough to be in a relationship, but you must be committed. You must be matured in
Wow.
a relationship. It's very important.
Wow, wow, wow.
Um, Another thing I'll talk about, always watch. Don't just get into the relationship,
Yeah.
but you must learn, you must study the person that you think you are getting into
Relationship
relationship
with.
with. Yeah, there's some people this one, as I've already said, that they can't appreciate no matter how good you
Good
can
you
be
are.
to them. So always have a purpose and always study the person that you want to get into a relationship. Because sometimes you cannot think you are getting into a relationship because you want happiness, you want peace or what,
Yeah, yeah.
not knowing that getting into that it's what can kill you.
Continue. Wow.
Yeah,
I'm telling you that.
emotional. People nowadays are struggling emotional as well. They're having emotional trauma
True.
because of people they are dating.
Also.
They are always out. They are leaving them aside. They're going out with other
And it
people.
can still affect the mental health
It
of the
does.
person.
It does mostly.
Wow.
And some people, this is what they are suckers. You can have money, or when you don't have money, all they do is they want to suck money from other people. They'll be asking money from you, what not. They don't even really
Wow.
care how much money you
My
give monthly, all
goodness.
that.
My
So
God. My God.
always be uh, mature enough when you want to get into a relationship.
All right.
It's very
Thank you so
important.
much, Eric. I
Thank you
mean, I'm
so
super
much.
excited because this is my first podcast and I'm here with you sharing ways. I mean, I'm so grateful and I'm so privileged.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for the, I mean, thank you so much for coming as well.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And my audience out there, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Please share this. It's very, very important. Hopefully, we'll be back next time to go in details as well. Same thing. And we'll be posting a lot of things about education and all that. So, entertainment, video vlog, travels. I mean, we'll say a lot of things. just stay tuned, stay connected. Thank you so much. Shout out to my producer out there, and shout out to all my fans, all my constant fans. I really appreciate, and thank you so much for my lightning director Emmanuel. He's very busy. So guys,
All right, thank you so much.
sure.
Yeah,
Have a great day.
thank you, boss.